Alright, welcome back to the newest episode of the Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, What's Mine is Mine challenge. Let's play. Um, that's a lot to say. So, this chapter has a couple big things that happen. One, we get Shinon and Gatri back once we cross, I think, like, this line. Also, there is no boss until we do that. I don't think that there are any droppable items or droppable weapons besides the chest keys. Let's just do this. 2 chest keys. Yeah. The other thing, well, obviously there's the chests. This one has an armor slayer. This one, I believe, has a barrier staff, and this one has the miracle scroll. Also, Mia shows up here, and she will recruit herself on the first turn she shows up if Ike is within range. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm going to send everyone this way to deal with this bullshit. And then we have Ike just on the edge of where Mia can reach, and then he and her also come this way so that we can do this stuff. We will kill the thief. There's a thief, by the way, because there's chests, and they need you to not turtle. We will kill the thief as he gets here. There should also be a mage at some point that shows up with a fire tome, so that's going to hopefully be able to go to Soren. Hopefully he has enough magic and speed, and I mean, he probably has enough resistance to actually be able to do something. But, well, that's why we have Ike, who has 7 strength. I'm going to just redistribute some items, mainly because Titania doesn't really need 3 vulneraries. And, yeah. Boyd, however, probably does. Also, we're getting low on axes, or at least iron axes. I believe Titania can use a steel axe with only -2 speed, but Boyd takes a -5 for that, which is still pretty good, all things considered. But with all that said, let's begin. So, Mia appears in one of these 2 spaces, and as she's a Myrmidon, she can move 6, so I'm going to assume that she appears here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Ike needs to be... Let's put him here and equip the iron sword to him. I should have shoved, but that's fine. Right, Oscar does have the short spear now, so he can actually do ranged attacks. Ooh, yeah. Double attack here, because that will kill a soldier. Titania can get here, so we can still make a wall around Soren if we need to. He does not get Adept, but that's chip damage nonetheless. And most likely, I think that this guy will probably attack Oscar, because he shouldn't attack Titania, because she's Titania. He could attack Boyd, but he has weapon triangle disadvantage. Boyd takes, what, 5 minus, he takes 9 damage. Oscar actually takes less damage, so who knows. Alright, there's Mia. Okay, good. I did measure from there, so it's probably a good thing. Oh, he attacked Boyd. Well, that's fine. Boyd can always use the experience because he's a pretty decent unit. All of these dodges and a crit. I tried this out once before. I didn't check. Hey, magic. The most. Well, it's a good thing he got HP, so it wasn't a completely dead level. Oh yeah, and then there's Mia. I should probably talk about Mia a bit. Mia is a Mia is the first sword user, assuming you don't get Oscar to like level 20 something and choose swords, which why would you do either of those things in the time it takes to actually do this? Mia is the first sword user besides Ike that you get in the entire game. That doesn't help. She's not great. So, for one, she has really high speed, and she does have also decently high strength. The issue is that swords are kinda shit. So she'll probably double everything, but at most she deals 12 damage every time she attacks. This guy has 5 defense. She's dealing, assuming of course she doubles, which I think she does because this is stupidly heavy. Stupidly? Yeah, stupidly heavy. So she will deal 14 damage to him, so she needs to attack him 4 times to kill. She also starts with a slim sword, which is nice for this challenge, but it has 3 might, so she deals 10 at most damage to anyone with, no defense. And anyone with higher defense, like, for example, this guy, he takes 10 damage per turn. It takes her 6 attacks to kill him. And she's the speedy Myrmidon, so she's not going to be gaining as much strength. Now, granted, you can probably make a crit fisher out of her, but there's at least one person in this entire game who's better at being a crit fisher than her. The best thing she has is Vantage, so you could potentially give her Wrath for the Vantage Wrath combo. That's still not really worth it because then you're missing out on giving a Wrath Resolve to someone like any of these 3 characters. Any of them can use it, and they're better characters in general, so they're better. I'm probably not going to use Mia much, I'll be honest. The best thing that she has is that she starts with 2 swords, and that's for this challenge only. And she's extra inventory space, I guess, but that also doesn't really matter for this challenge in particular. So, we're going to bravely run away. And once more, equally bravely, forget to shove. Alright, this guy has, 6 move? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ike is fine. Alright. I just realized I've never really gone into that much depth with a character before. Reese definitely needs to move. So, Oscar, he's good because he's on a horse. He has access to lances, which are neutral against most enemies, because most enemies use lances. And because he's 1 on a horse and 2 on a horse in Tellius, he's pretty good. Let me also just check. Alright. It does not look like anything major is being cut out. No, okay. I just uploaded the second video in this series, because I'm doing this very ahead of time. And I wanted to make sure that Titania could probably actually just go attack this dude. I wanted to make sure that I hadn't been cutting stuff off, at least in this episode, even if the other episodes were, too late to save. So So Oscar, he's good. He's a lance user, so lances are pretty good in this game. Better than swords. He has access to javelins, which is a big deal. And also when he promotes, which he can do pretty easily, he's already at level 7. You can early promote with a Master Seal that you get in the prison chapter at level 10. Which I've done that with him before. It wasn't the best choice, but it was a choice, and it was, I think, a better choice. At the very least, it's better to early promote than to be stuck with a bad unit for too long. And when he promotes, he also gets access to one of swords, axes, or bows. So he gets access to axes when he promotes, which is good because then you get just a maybe not as good Titania, but you do get a second exact copy of Titania. He also one of the niche benefits of him. He has the Earth attribute, and he has a support with Ike, who also has the Earth attribute. So you can, if they're within 3 spaces of each other, I think they get something like 15 extra avoid or 30. I'm not sure. Boyd, he's good. He has a stupidly high strength growth, and since weight is based off of strength in this game, weight speed penalty is based off of strength in this game. He can use really heavy stuff, which a lot of axes are really heavy. Like this poleaxe, 18 weight. He's only taking an 8-point speed reduction. That's a lot, but it's 18 weight, and like Ike, he'd get weighed down by that a ton. That's also why I criticize Soren for starting with 0 strength, and even though he has a wind tome. Boyd is basically everything you want in a warrior. He's got high HP, especially because I think I actually used the Seraph Robe on Oscar. I've forgotten at this point. He's got high HP, he's got defense, he's got enough skill to consistently hit, and considering axes also have pretty decent hit rates and also have weapon triangle advantage, that's even better. He's got enough strength to negate any speed penalty that most of his axes will have, especially once you get past level 10. And he's early game. The worst part is that he never gets a mount, and he only gets bows on promotion, but he can use hand axes, which is pretty much as good as any bow, because, I mean, it's bows. Alright, Titania, she's your dragon. She starts really high level. She gets a bunch of experience from killing bosses. You can use her to kill bosses without feeling guilty. She starts with like 2 weapons or something. She has really good ranks. I mean, I'm at chapter 7 and she's got S rank axes already. And she can use the 2 best physical weapon types in the game from the start. And she has 9 movement. And she has Canto. Soren. I've gone over a bit of what he can do. He's got really high speed, but unfortunately, which is good because he has Adept, which triggers off of speed, I believe. High speed, high magic, high skill, very low strength. I think he has a 15% strength growth, which means that by the time you get him from his first level to capped as a mage, he will have gotten have gotten on average a little less than 3 strength growths. It's like 2.8 average strength, I think, at level 20. The issue is that he's a mage, so he has no defense. He's so you kind of want him to go against other mages. Mages have high resistance, so it takes forever. He's got way more hit rate than he needs, really, and he also is stuck at 5 movement. Wind magic is at least effective against flying, it seems. He does have Adept. He's fine. he's maybe the best mage in this game, just due to when he joins, but whatever. Reese, he's a healer. Ike, he, eh, he's not bad. This is a game where he can be used effectively, or at the very least, you can use him without feeling really that guilty. You could also not use him at all and just put all of the weight on Boyd plus plus mounted units and be equally fine. Ike is sword locked and foot locked, so those are the two worst combination, which is also part of why Mia is as bad. He never gets 2 range, or he never gets effective 2 range until he gets the legendary weapon that he gets, Ragnar. And also, you can see he's been kind of strength screwed. He's got really high speed, which is surprising. He also is the reason why there are no mercenaries in this game. There are only myrmidons, because Ike is a mercenary. And he's a mercenary. He's the only mercenary because he is the Lord. So that's why, even though Mia and later Zyhark and Stefan are, 3 units that obviously kind of want to fit different roles, they're all Myrmidons. And that's also why... Are there any? There aren't any here. That's also why you will never see an enemy mercenary, which is kind of fun in some cases. Alright, so I am going to have him attack twice. Hope he gets a crit. Nice. This guy has a steel axe. So Soren, come on. No adept. And once I get Gatry and Shinon back, I will also, I guess, go over them. Yeah. Titania, please destroy these guys. Right. We're going to kill this thief probably with Titania because it's easiest. Oh, nice. I'm hoping, I've been kind of disappointed with how Oscar's been leveling up. Plato's also not been leveling up my favorite, but that's fine. Alright. He's going to throw an axe at Ike. Ike's probably going to dodge. Oh, that's... Ugh. Alright. He cannot attack there. So he would need to get, I think, a double adept to kill here. Because it would be... Yeah, he would need to get a double adept to kill there. So... Does Ike have, like, high biorhythm or something? No, he's neutral. Does this guy have low? No, he's... Wow, this guy just has, like, no hit. Probably to make Mia look better than she is. Alright. If... Ah! So she basically... Yeah. Yeah. This is a tactical advance, and also use a vulnerary. What about short spear? Yeah. I think that this might be the first guy who is too fast for Titania to double. Which, I mean... Congrats, I guess. Let's do that. Okay. Alright, this... Oh, yep, Vantage. You see what I mean? Like, even though she can be a crit fisher, like, is it worth it? She's... Even if she did get 2 crits there, she would not have killed. Nice. This guy throws an axe at Ike. Wow, really? That's... Well... There we go. Do I want to... I could get that kill on Ike and send Boyd over... How... Boyd is at full health. Yeah, Boyd doubles this guy with a steel axe. Oof, yeah, he needs to use the Regal. I guess Mia might actually be getting a kill here. Because... Alright. I need to get the ward staff on Reese because he's the only one who can use it. Yeah, use the iron sword. There we go. Ike is more important than Mia. That guy should not be able to get to Soren. Unless he has a javelin, which would suck. Right. That's surprisingly painful. I'm still used to games where, like, archers basically deal no damage to anyone. Except for flyers, because flyers have no defense. Come on, strength. Strength skill, that's fine. I might need to give him a Draco shield at some point. He doubles this guy with him. He crits. Well. Yeah, I want to conserve mend uses because just in case that glitch does happen and I can't buy them. Alright. So I'm trying to think of how I get this Armor Slayer and who I give it to. I'm thinking just Mia, because Ike has a more or less better Armor Slayer. It's turn 5. Yeah. Oh yeah, she's gonna kill this guy, isn't she? Exactly. She is going to exactly kill him. Alright. He can... Oh, he can rescue Soren because Soren is anemic. Well, I don't think... Okay. Let's put the hammer on you either way. If we move her first, Reese can probably shove Soren. Yeah. And Soren still can't get there. Well... So you can do 18 points. I don't think that these guys can get there. No. So Soren needs to deal... Okay. Unless he gets, like, double crits or, like, a stupid number of adepts. Yeah. That perfectly allows Oscar to do that. And Titania can kill this guy with a jet. Or she can miss. Well, I guess she can't completely carry. Oh yeah, and here's where all of the reinforcements come out. Alright, here's the Fire Mage. I wonder... Okay, so this does not have a different look outside of there to show that. That is what happens. Good to know. Let's see. This is still route. Oh, yeah. So what happened when I skipped that cutscene? Basically, the enemy army, Dayan, they knew that we were here, and they just kind of let us get too overextended, which works because, I mean, I overextended way too much. I don't know about you guys. Uh, Alright. Yeah. It's worth using Regal Sword to get rid of this guy quickly. I don't believe... Oh, you actually can, because this is an open space. Shove Soren. You also... You cannot, because you have that. Those guys are both Iron Lances. So... Yeah, let's use Steel. And this does not matter because after this chapter, Shinon is going to be leaving us, as is Gatry. Shinon for a much longer time than Gatry, granted. But they are both going to not be here with us. So... let's shove him. Alright, I believe that in here there is the Miracle Scroll, which I forget if it's useful or if it's completely useless. Either way, the Ward Staff or the Barrier Staff is useful. So yeah, there we go. Alright, so he should attack Soren, and they're going to be in an epic mage battle for a couple of years. Oh god, this is going to be painful. Well, if he gets a point of magic... He didn't get a point of magic. Thank you, Soren. Very nice. I guess this can be where Mia shines. Because she does such pathetic damage that she can probably actually set up a kill for Soren. Alright, he stabs. Alright, nice. Those are Armor Knights. I'm probably going to have Gatry make a wall. Yeah, Steel Axe. He will actually survive this. And kill. Alright, Ike, level up. Please get Strength. Strength, Magic, Speed, and Resistance. Two of those, well, one of those is completely useless, but one of those is actually decent. Wow, that's perfect. Hopefully she doesn't get a crit. This would be very ironic if she did. Ah. We did it, guys. We found a way to combine two units that I've been saying are useless for this entire episode into two units that have killed one guy for the specific purposes of this exact challenge. Alright. So a bunch of our people need healing. But at the same time, I also need Reese to get this chest. Who's really lacking in luck? Ike? Ike has decent luck, actually. This was probably not the best idea to heal Soren first. I should have healed Mia. Oh well. Next unit? There we go. Alright, so this guy attacks Oscar. Ooh. Next turn, Oscar can actually get that kill. And Titania can crit this guy for more damage than really needed to be done. Like, but hey, it's better than not enough. Gatry actually doubles these guys and deals 10 damage each time. Okay. Oh, I held A there. Well, this is going to be interesting. Unfortunately, this Iron Lance is about to break. Oh, strength? Strength. And speed? That's 2 points of speed he more or less gained. Let's do this. Yeah. I should potentially be able to beat this on the next... I could beat this on the next turn, undoubtedly. I just don't know if I want to... I'm not sure how I want to distribute the EXP. And also I need to, get the chests. Let's use the iron because it's more likely we're going to find iron. Okay. And there is the ward staff. Ward gives a +7 to defense, or defense to resistance for it goes down as the turns tick by. Yeah. Ike, I'm just gonna have you drink a potion. Oh, I need to give someone the Ashera icon that isn't one of these two. I'm also probably going to grab the vulneraries off of them. He actually can shove her. And that is how you turn a 6 movement character into a 9 movement character. Oh. Gatry, you can be here. There you go. Alright. She needs 2 shoves. This weighs 17, so she's weighed down by 10, so she has 3 speed when she uses it. The Armor Slayer's stupid in this game. It also has 9 might, which is actually decent, but it ends up with her at 15 attack. Yeah. Heal Boyd. You know it sucks when you need to have tripled might in order to deal any damage. Then again, this guy has exactly 15 defense. Okay. Let's use an iron axe. And hope we don't crit, of course. Let's try it. Worst that happens is he needs to get healed like next turn. Also, Ike actually can come up and kill now. And let's see, that guy does have a javelin, so oh, he can talk to Ike. I do not want to put Gatry in. Let's rescue him as well. None of those guys should move. And now, time to shove Soren. Let's staff first. Okay, Reese levels up. Level 7. HP, magic, defense. One of those, actually 2 of those are useful. The thing about staff users is their HP, most of their stats don't matter. Can you just... No, you can't. You do need the hammer. So you're telling me there's a chance. I just want to check. He's on the up, he's on the down. Weight 5, so he's at -3, he's at 8. I should use the iron. So, just checking. He's got no skills. So I should be fine to do this. This is also the first time we see an L tome. They're called that because when you use it against someone, they take the L. No, they aren't. I don't know why they're called L tomes. Titania could get the could kill the healer, but I don't want her to. Yeah, this is the problem with the hammer, and also the problem with you know, Boyd being slow. Luckily, he's a total meat shield. Ike's going to kill the healer. And he's carrying a vulnerary... Ugh. Well, put the steel axe on him. Shove Soren, because this guy has way too much resistance. Actually, Titania is somewhat injured. So either he gets a crit or he doesn't kill. He gets a crit. Perfect. And he levels up. Is that strength and speed I hear? That's speed. That's good enough for me. And that is all that happened. So, yes, this is where we are introduced to the Black Knight. If you have only played Smash Brothers, you will know him from being an assist trophy. Oh wait, no, that's Patrain. Well, that's Patrain. Black Knight is about to show up. Honestly, if Ike wasn't incompetent, it might be possible to get through this. Oh yeah, there's Galleon Beast Soldiers. And everyone runs. Say hello to main characters, to important characters and generics. This is Ranulph. He's a catboy. Here's the Black Knight. And here's also the next map. Here's also a cutscene. Here's also where, in traditional Fire Emblem fashion, Ike's dad dies. And at the end of the chapter. Alright, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. This was a longer video than I thought it would be. If you liked, leave a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, please. But otherwise, this has been Nameless Night, and I hope you have a good night. See you next time.